So good afternoon, New Orleans. Nice to be here with all of you. Welcome, everybody. It's great to be back here in the Big Easy at the 2016 Collision Conference, along with one of the co-founders, Daire Hickey, who you just saw a few minutes ago, and I'll have Daire come out here in a minute. But we're so glad all of you have joined us here to be able to remotely close the market from New Orleans. We're excited for the first time ever, to be able to ring the closing bell remotely from New Orleans. At the same time, we're also simulcasting this closing bell ceremony on our iconic 7-story tower in the middle of Times Square. So as everyone gathers with me, they're going to be seeing this. 1.6 million people who are not in the rain will be seeing this in the middle of Times Square. Over the past few years, I was talking to Daire backstage, over the past few years, it hasn't just been 2 years as it says in my speech, Daire and Patty and the entire team have been growing these conferences, and Nasdaq has been honored to be part of them, and we've rang the bell from here in Las Vegas and also in Dublin several times. And it's all about highlighting what they are doing, because the team has been focused on entrepreneurship, and you, the attendees gathered with us today, are entrepreneurs and innovators and disruptors of the status quo and creators of the next wave of tech companies, certainly many of who we hope one day will list on Nasdaq. Today, Nasdaq has more than 600 technology companies listed on our market. 72% of all publicly traded technology companies are listed with us. We have watched some of the most influential companies evolve from their startup foundation to become some of the most admired brands in the world. I was honored last year to be able to host in New York one of Nolan's favorite sons or daughters when Ruth Chris came in and celebrated their 50th anniversary of founding. Ruth Fertile founded the company now 51 years ago here in New Orleans, and that is a company that is listed with us on Nasdaq, and shows the diversity of the companies from consumer all the way through the fantastic technology entrepreneurs I see in front of me. At Nasdaq, we take great pride in collaborating with industry-leading partners here at Collision, and we're thrilled to be able to ring the Nasdaq closing bell at such a tremendous event and be with all of you. Daire, I'd like to congratulate you and the entire team on this tremendous event. And please, I'd like Daire to join me up here at the podium to say a few further remarks. Daire, join me.
Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it.
You got it, pal.
Thanks, everybody, for coming out here today. This is our first time in New Orleans. We've got 12,000 people here, which is pretty incredible. When Patty and David and I started this 6 years ago in Patty's bedroom, we really didn't think that we'd come this far. So it's incredible. It's like, I guess it's like many of you are making that journey here with us today. We've seen that with companies like Uber and Nest, who've been on the floor, like many of you guys, hustling, trying to find your investors, trying to find deals, trying to do business. Yeah, it's been an incredible journey. I hope you guys can join us for our next event in Lisbon in November, where we'll have over 50,000 people. So let's ring the bell.
Absolutely. But before we ring the bell, we want to make sure for the first time that we give Daire his, what we call the kind of Heisman Trophy, but our Nasdaq closing bell crystal. It's a replica of our tower in Times Square, and I'd like to present you. And we've had a tremendous partnership. Thanks very much for having us here.
Thanks very much, Bob.
You got it? What? Oh, okay.
Higher.
and gentlemen, let's have for all of All right, ladies and gentlemen, if I could have everyone's attention just for a brief moment, we are going to ask for all of our audience members to stand up and help us with the clapping and cheering. Can we get some support here? That was pretty weak. That was very weak. All right, let's get everyone to stand for us. So we still have about 2 minutes before we get started. Save up that energy as much as you can. You'll see me cue everyone when it's time. We're gonna have the audience help us out as well. When there's 10 seconds to go for the markets to close, you'll see a 10-second countdown appear throughout the various screens in the space. At one Daire, you're gonna reach over, press the button, sign your name to officially close the market. Throughout that entire time, everyone's gonna continue to clap and cheer. Right around then is when we're live on the networks like CNBC, Fox Business, Bloomberg, and BNN. So keep the energy up as much as you possibly can. When we're all clear, I'll ask for another big wave to everyone out in Times Square. Our audience members, I really need your help here. Is everybody ready?